Dear Diary, my day began running errands for what turned out to be a Lackwit Jarl who'd recently replaced someone else who might be trying to overthrow him. I don't know, court intrigue really isn't my thing. I'm more about killing bandits and taking all of their stuff. I may... I had been following this Imperial soldier who had led me to the ruin of... Oh. I know. What we'll do is we'll report this to the Jarl. We'll tell him that the shopkeep has accused me, the man that he wants to make a thane of theft. Yes, this is brilliant. And then he will censure the shopkeep, attaint the bartender, attaint the barkeeper. The bar will then somehow, through the arcane mysteries of bureaucracy, become mine. And that's the important thing, continuing to acquire properties here throughout Skyrim so that I can establish you might call it a monopoly boardwalk and park place.
Olin speaks much about the war and the Stormcloaks, but he knows who provides.
Yes, I bet he
Come and
does.
see me again
This is
sometime.
alarming.
I might have some use for you.
Well, I sincerely doubt that you will, given that you haven't had any use for me so far.
I serve under Jarl Sidgir and Jarl Dengir before him.
Yes, that reminds me, Findel, I think... I'm not at all impressed with this addle-brained Jarl, so my new plan is to go talk to Dengir if I can find him. I wonder where he might be. What have we here? Lord, grapevine, goods, dead men, drink, corpse, Dengir's house. Aha!
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Darn. The man appears to be out. Well, so much for that, I think.
Just my luck. Stuck in the sticks with this crazy old woman.
Crazy old woman? I'm very confused now, finally, but I suspect that is a problem we will determine in answer to at some future point. In the meantime, I'm beginning to think that this Jarl Sidgir is not a fellow really worth serving. He seems... If I could overthrow him or become his steward, then there might be something in it for me. But it seems like if he were to be overthrown, this Dengir fellow might be the most logical choice to replace him. And that does, of course, nothing of value for me whatsoever. So I'm going to pass on that whole plan. I don't have my... Yes, this obviously isn't a trap. But... You call that shooting with arrows? Findel could shoot better than that. Come on! Hit me, damn you! No? What? Okay, this got all sorts of interesting. Now there's a spider. I don't like spiders. Also, I failed to heal earlier, which, that was a bit of a mistake. Yes. Okay. Remember what I said about healing spells being useful, Fidel? Obviously healing spells are useful. Go away now. This one's dead, that's good. Here's another one that needs to die quickly. Fidel, I believe I did what's called stealing your kill. I trust you won't hold it against me. Did you get the spider by any chance? I know these iron arrows. These are steel arrows. Excellent, I'll take them. And over here we have fire arrows, which I would appreciate it, Findel, if you would use them. But if you insist on not, I can't really stop you. Very stupid day, Findel. I'm told to go find some blackbriar meat, and then I'm told he doesn't want blackbriar meat, he wants to make me his thane, and then he doesn't actually want to make me his thane. He just wants to ramble about how his steward is actually... Findel, we're going this way. Please turn around. I swear, I'm really beginning to doubt this whole Hello? What? What is happening here? Do you want me to follow you, sir? Where are you going? Findle, this may be the opportunity we're waiting for. A soldier in the Imperial forces. This man could be our ticket in. I would appreciate some indication of what it is you're trying to do. Can we speak? Hello? Courier, hello?
Stay, damn Stormcloak rebels.
Yes, I agree with you on this. Where are you going? Just in a this way direction? I suppose? I don't understand. What is this way, anyway? And why are you tripping over rocks now? You know what? I think I've just decided I'm not going to ask questions anymore. I have to accept the madness of Skyrim for what it is. And deal with it in my own way, which of course will involve massive amounts of violence. Oh. Well, gosh. Here we are again. How the tables have turned. Yes, I know what this is. Findle, this is where some very foolish Imperials attempted to cut my head off before they were going to decapitate Ulfric Stormcloak, whom I'm assuming you've heard of. They abandoned some rolls of paper when they left, which is less than encouraging. Yes. Oh, finding my recollection of the event seems to have accidentally triggered my berserker rage. Fear not. It will pass. Just don't alarm me or upset me or tell me that you've lost all my money bag, and I will murder you in a blind rage. I think that is probably what is best for all of us. I think another thing that might be best for all of us. Oh, hey, I see the, I see that Imperial courier running off in the distance there. And there's Bleak Falls Barrow yet again. I just can't seem to get away from the place. You know, I think it's a sign, Findle. I think it's an indication to me that I need to stop screwing around and start doing what is known in the parlance as the main quest. Bleak Falls Barrow. And what have we here? We have... Oh goodness, another wizard's duel. Alright. Hang on. It is I, Sue, Slayer of Bandits.
No sign of him.
Yes, you are.
Smell that fresh air?
No, not really.
Surely this is a good place to play a song.
A song, you say, yes.
Well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent Thane, well, let's just say best not.
Oh, well, fine, then I don't know what you have for me.
Siri,
Yes, gold necklace, that's nice.
about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude.
The Bard's College, you say?
A luck-
Yes, actually, Findle, I like this idea.
Bard on the road.
Stop talking. Findle, I like this idea, because if I were to become a bard, I could sing my own praises and thus achieve my own notoriety. And I wouldn't have... Where am I going? The road is this way. And I wouldn't really have to do all this adventuring stuff. I am getting on a bit, and it is rather tiresome, and I do need to stop and take a rest somewhere. And... Oh, that's the fox's health bar, yes. Another question I had about that Jarl that we briefly considered being in the service of, that Blackbriar mead that he wanted, did it dull his senses? It's possible. Who would know such a thing? I wouldn't. Well, unfortunately, Findle, I think the sane and sensible thing to do at this juncture is to return to Whiterun, admit defeat in our little excursion over there in Falkreath. It would have gone splendidly if the Jarl had had better business sense, but it's clear that there was clearly some sort of power behind the throne thing going on there, and I salute the bastard who managed to accomplish that with considerable envy, because of course he did it before I could. At any rate, I think being a baron of iron mines is not for me, and we're going to have to find some other way of making my fortune. So option 1, find a way to get to Solitude, go to the Bard's College, and spend years composing sonnets about my own glorious deeds. Perhaps we could crib from Song of Roman a bit here and there. Or we could carry on as we have been doing, go back to Whiterun, and cash in this Dragonstone. The hero who obtained the Dragonstone is no doubt going to receive a rich reward from the Jarl. I quite like this plan, actually. It has several things going for it. The first of which is, I don't have to spend any time trying to compose sonnets. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? No, I shan't compare thee to a summer's day, Final, because there is no summer here in Skyrim. It's all just miserable cold. Although, there are parts of the country that are colder than this. And I do have to marvel. I will be fair here. I've given the ancient Nords quite a bit of credit for the ingenuity at which they've designed their tombs. And I've badmouthed. Well, not badmouth. Badmouth implies that there was some sort of slander or defamation going on, and the fact of the matter is the modern Nord is a very simple person. Grow crops, get killed by bandits, simple as. This construction over here, this tower, this palace, Whiterun, I am actually rather impressed by this. I wouldn't say it's the finest feat of construction that I've ever seen, but for a bunch of illiterate peasants, it is something that manages to impress me. Now, unfortunately, it appears that they've taken the building materials for it from the city walls because, well, let's be honest here, Whiterun would not withstand any sort of prolonged siege, and it's probably for the best that the local Jarl is, waffling, I think. Playing both sides against the middle. If he's not, it's a very stupid thing. That's what he should be doing. Yeah, so we could go off to Solitude and join the Bard's College, but I'm not enamored of this idea. So I don't think that's what I'm going to do. At least not yet. Who knows? At some point I might take an arrow in the knee and be forced into a life of retirement and embellishing my own exploits. I mean, goodness knows. Guy who woke up one day on the back of a cart and then almost got his head cut off and then spent some time spelunking through a tomb. I mean, these are not really the sorts of stories that they tell, sing in bars, and write epic sagas about, you know. Mighty warriors and mages, both the boon companions, now foes, shook Mundus with their war. They might have fought for a year if there were a sun in Elfendor to mark time.
Thing about those old crypts, the dead having trouble staying that way.
Oh, believe me, my good sir, I have seen plenty of dead who have been having trouble staying dead. That made sense in my head. I hope it made sense to you.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
I'll bet. Really? Selling food that people need to survive is hard work? Curious. Hello.
Welcome to War Maiden. Take a look.
Yes, I would like to sell, I actually would not like to sell the iron gauntlets. Do I have weapons that I'm not using? Unfortunately, not really. I have corundum ingots, I have deer hide. I'm carrying lots of raw materials. Hold the phone
Good
on
doing
this.
business.
Findle.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
I want you to carry these raw materials that I've been carrying around. I will take the Orcish Grey... What on earth? You have 2 Orcish weapons. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan. I'm going to give you the raw materials that we've got. And that way that frees up some inventory space for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the great sword and you have a sword, yes. You're not supposed to be using two-handed weapons. Two-handed weapons, that's my idiom. Alright, very good.
Lead on.
Yes, you.
We've got small weapons as well as big.
Why would I want small weapons? Do I look like a small weapon person? Do you think my shaft not mighty enough? How dare you, sir? I'm inclined to take my business elsewhere, though I accept that there is no other game in town. Right, Final. I think the intelligent thing to do at this point is check in at the inn, have something to eat, have a quick rest, and then mosey on up to Dragonstone. That reminds me, did I by any chance... Iron Muscle. I have to intimidate Idolaf Battleborn.
You know
You're
what's
John
wrong with Skyrim these
Battleborn.
days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
Brigitte Battleborn.
Careful if you cross the river to the east.
Are you Idolaf Battleborn?
Battleborn, give me your money.
Are you Idolaf Battleborn? You're Ulfred Battleborn,
I don't have any
yes.
money. You better give me 5
This is the House of Clan
now,
Battleborn,
buddy.
which is locked.
Tomorrow, baby Battleborn.
Well, perhaps we'll intimidate him later.
No, please. I really don't have any money, Brain.
Speaking of intimidation,
Acceptance tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
are you Idolaf Battleborn? Darn, you would be an easy target. Oh, Findle, I know what this looks like, but the reality is I would never intimidate or trouble a child, unless, of course, the money was right. Right, okay, Findle. Inn, food, sleep, Dragonstone, fame, and riches. What could possibly go
Let me
wrong?
know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send someone over.
Oh, splendid. In fact, I do need something. Findle... Hold on, Findle. I think we should be discussing exactly how this whole scenario is going to work when we go up there and talk about the
do you
whole
want me to carry?
Dragonstone thing. I'm thinking one of us should ask for a smaller amount. You have a hunting bow that you're using. Yes, yes. Anyways, one of us should ask for a
lead, I'll follow.
be prepared to settle for a smaller amount, and then the other one should argue us up a bit. I think this would be a clever way of going about this. Now, I do require some food.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Why would I do this? Have you? What have you got for sale? That's what I
Sate
want.
that appetite, hmm?
Yes, please. Yes, food. You have some apple pies, which only cost 15. Lovely. Yes, I'll take 2. Thank you. That will do. And then I would also like a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Splendid.
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Oh, there's really no need. I assume it's the room that I had before. Actually, can I have this one instead? It looks spiffier. No? Alright. Look, you go stay and stand bar... You go stay and 10 bar over there. You really don't need to follow me up here. I'm perfectly capable of robbing and looting the place all by myself. Did I say robbing and looting? Of course, meant no such thing. Look.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Oh, I certainly will. But right now I need you to turn your back while I loot the place. My goodness. Findle, did you just learn a translocation spell or something? I swear you were over there a second ago. Anyways, let's have a proper night's sleep here. Now, I think I've learned my lesson about the whole stealing from people. Or at least stealing from the people that I've paid to put me up for lodging, because presumably they made me sign the guest book or something when I wasn't looking. I sleepwalk sometimes, Findle. These things happen.
Lucky for you, that was just sitting there for the taking.
Hello, yes? What was just sitting there for the taking? This elf? No, I recruited him. I trained him. He was useless before he met me. I swear, Findle, you really need to be a more impressive squire. We're not going to get anywhere. Right. Food. Well, we'll try one of these apple pies. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, wow. Tomatoes are Beneficial. Alright, that'll...
This is an ode to Skyrim's.
Now, I had a thought. We have a guard here watching the square, obviously to make sure no one's stealing. We have guards on patrol. What we don't have, and this is... Waiting for what, my good sir?
Staying safe, I hope.
Not really, actually. I've been sent on all sorts of ludicrous fool's errands. Anyway, what I would expect, and perhaps what we're seeing here with this guard, is people actually manning the watchtowers, or womaning them, or theming them, if you will. No, they're just ambling around. I would have guards permanently stationed at facilities like this. Although I'd get them a box or something to stand on. Final. I mean, really, you could not be expected to shoot over here. I mean, what if enemies were attacking from the south, from the well, whatever that establishment is? What if they had set up a command post over there? This tower would be completely useless. I'm going to have a word with the master builder here. Now, what I would like to do is... Findel, I must be very clear on this. As far as you and the history books are concerned, I did not just step into this stream. Who knows what sort of unsanitary purpose they use that for? Now, we do have other things to attend to, Findel, so let's go along and do that and wipe the mud off of our boots. Findel, I blame you for this. You've started us off too early. The Jarl's not even going to have had breakfast yet. I can really imagine no more a waste of time you could possibly have come up with. Now we just have to stand around and wait. Forget this, I'm going down to the market. Of course the market's not open yet. Oh, I swear, I need a real Squire Findel, someone who understands the schedules that people keep. The sooner I complete your apprenticeship, I think the better for all of us. Then I'll be able to attract someone that a person of my standing actually, deserves. Of course, I'd have to actually have standing for that, but I'm sure I could get that. Perhaps in the meantime I can improve my gear a bit, although I would need steel ingots, which I do not.
Got some good pieces out here if you look. Blades, helmets, pretty much.
Sell me
anything to suit
something.
your needs.
Yes, steel ingots, perchance. Oh, yes, lots of them. In fact, I will take all of them, because steel ingots are a
Don't
useful
forget to
thing.
check inside the shop if you need anything.
Oh, I'll consider it. Steel armor, improved. Yes, please. Thank you. Steel cuff boots, improved. Yes, please. Thank you. Helmet, yes. And these new gauntlets that I've just picked up. Oh, look at that. That's a marvelous armor improvement right there. What else can we do?
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Bjorland Greymane's got that on him.
Don't know why you'd admit to that if I could just go and buy from him.
All I ask is a fair chance.
Fair enough. Do you have the
Have
orcish
you
thing
met
by
my
any
thought?
chance?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Actually, I'm looking to improve my own weapons. And yes, you do. Oh, that's a lot of money, but I'll take it.
I'll take my leave then.
Boom. Oh, wow. I've added an entire point of damage and 30 coins of value to it. Yeah, why not? Look, that point of damage might make all the difference, Final. It's a very slow-swinging weapon, you know. Hello.
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about this. I certainly don't have a legion of bastards stretching from here to High Rock.
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon.
Speaking of family heirlooms, do you like my new Orcish Warhammer? I mean, would you like help finding it?
I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun Guards or maybe hire the Companions to get it.
I'm a member of the Companions.
If you find it out in
Perhaps I should take it to them. No, I'll do it myself. Right, well, on your way.
Please, bring it to me.
Oh, I will do that. Final, it occurs to me there was something else we were supposed to be doing in Whiterun, wasn't there? I'm sure it wasn't important.
I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls.
Do you?
Gabriel takes good care of things for me.
I could sell you some potatoes.
Honest pay for honest work.
Fantastic.
You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
I've just got 2 gold for 2 potatoes, Findle. I am underwhelmed with the deal that has just been made here. I suspect that if I went to Carlotta's
Do you
stall,
get to
which...
the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I'm sorry, you are?
It's
Oh.
delicious.
I actually advise the Jarl on political matters. My
Really?
counsel is invaluable.
Well, I'd like to bend your ear, my
This is all
good sir.
probably a bit over your head.
No, excuse me. As a matter of fact, no, it's not. I would like to talk to you very briefly about the taxation here in Skyrim. For example, I only made a profit of 2 gold selling these potatoes, and I would be very surprised if the reseller only makes a profit of 2 gold. So I'm wondering what exactly is going on here. Perhaps... Yes, exactly. Go put in a word with the Jarl. Go. Move along.
Speak.
I have been speaking.
Yes.
Good. We're all in agreement about this. So, but for example, we can go over here.
Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
You want to sell, 15.9. These are actually surprisingly cheap. Maybe
Good hunting.
food actually is quite cheap here, Findle. I'm not sure at all how this works. Now, are you Carlotta? Yes.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst.
Which bard?
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh.
Well, I'll sort him out for
You
you.
want to try? Go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Well,
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Findle, she might give me a discount. I like this plan. Right. Did we sell those brawling gauntlets? I have a feeling that we sold those brawling gauntlets. No, we did not. Fantastic! Are you Mikhail?
Hold out.
You are Mikhail. Fantastic. You.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere.
Yes,
Carlotta put
so
you up to
should
this,
you.
didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
No, you're going to leave her alone.
I don't have to take that from you.
As a matter of fact, yes you do.
Come here.
Please,
Come on,
someone
let's
do
see what you're
something.
made of.
Get him!
I'm wearing armor, you fool. There we are.
12 septums on the big one.
Are you done?
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that.
Yes. Now, leave Carlotta alone, or I will remove part of you. I'll let your imagination run with
You
it.
win. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
Fantastic! Right. Now, to put my actual gauntlets back on, I knew I had a good reason for holding on to these things. It wasn't just forgetting to sell them yesterday. Carlotta, I have good news for you.
Come to chat
And you're
with the
here.
old
Great, excellent. Hello.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables.
Yes, but more importantly, your stock is done.
You convinced that loot player to stop chasing me?
Convinced is an interesting
Thank
word, but
God,
yes.
But I'll settle for thanking you.
Yes!
Some coin for your help.
Thank you, it's 250 gold.
Remember,
Fantastic.
fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Were you sexually harassing someone? Would you like to get beaten up? Oh, I would love to beat you up. Hello.
My friend Maven and I. Have you met Maven in Riften? We know our place in this world.
No, I haven't actually, but I've been meaning to get over to Riften for quite some time, as it happens. Not that I ever had the opportunity to go get some Blackbriar mead. Oh, what a day.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Really? Well, if you're becoming a merchant, why don't you tell me about that?
Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk.
A mammoth's tusk? Well, I could help you with that. I mean, they can't be that difficult to kill.
I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Well, I definitely need that. I will be more than happy to find you a mammoth tusk. Yes. Right. Finally, this day's starting to look better and better. So, what have we got here? Let's have a quick look here. Find the family sword, yes. Mammoth tusk, I'm not at all sure about this. Locate some bandit camps. What information do we have here? Okay, so Saint's bandit camp is this way, which is actually over by Riften, where we were before. That's a little bit annoying. And then Redoran's retreat is this way, and Amren's family sword is there. Well, that's convenient, I suppose. Okay, I'm beginning to formulate a plan here. But before we do anything else, and I mean anything else, we're going to march up to the steps of the castle, because it is now well past breakfast time, and if the Jarl is not ready for an audience with us, he'll never be ready for one. And
The elves take your homes, your businesses, your children, your very lives.
you know, Findle, I had another thought, which is that Talos was mortal and he became a god, and that person over there was going to say she was thanking the gods, but she'd settle for thanking me. Maybe I should look into achieving apotheosis, because merely being a hero of legend, of course, is that might do for mere mortals, but I am so much more than that. I'm an orc named Sue. And some orcs named Sue might rest on that, because that's fairly ridiculous, but I have higher designs. Oh, for crying out loud, the Jarl's not done with breakfast yet. This is embarrassing, Final. Alright, let's just...
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget.
You know, I would think that if the Jarl actually had an interest in this Findle, he'd be here to receive the Dragonstone when I brought it.
Worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be...
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to cut out the middleman. Obviously, these people actually want the Dragonstone, so we're going to give it to them, but we're going to tell them that the Jarl agreed to a much higher price than what they're going to offer us. Okay, just follow my... Whatever they say, double it. Agree with me that Jarl Balgruuf agreed to a higher price once he knew the risks involved. Okay? So, hello, yes, we have the Dragonstone.
Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
Yes, give me my reward.
You'll have to see the Jarl about that.
Damn!
Steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information
that's
was correct
fantastic.
after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once.
Who's deciphering? You're deciphering it? Great. A dragon's been sighted nearby?
Come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Oh, the Jarl's not actually having breakfast, he's just hanging out up here.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do?
Well,
is it attacking?
yes, it's a dragon.
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would have come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
Gather guardsmen, look. What you're gonna need is me.
Don't fail me.
Okay?
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend.
Friend.
Need your help again.
I think you're being a little bit familiar here, but yes, tell me more about your friendship.
You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar.
Oh, good. I was beginning to think you might have.
I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city.
Fantastic. Please give me some gold with which to purchase property in the city. I've got an iron shield of waning magic.
I can't afford to risk both of you.
Wait, what is this? Hold on. Oh my goodness. That would increase my magic resistance.
I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
Findle.
As you command.
Findle? Oh,
One
there you
last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission.
Oh, it's totally a death or glory mission. Leroy! Oh, fine. Yes, yes, yes.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
As do I, as a matter of fact. I'm looking forward to adding to my record. Legend. Thing. Whatever you call it. Irileth, come along. I need a witness. And Findle, well, I'm not entirely sure, based on his record with archery, that he has eyes. Now, Irileth, I know that the Jarl said this isn't a death or glory thing, but what do you think about making it a death or glory thing? We could, you know, write our names into the pages of history by killing the dragon. No? Very disappointing.
I'll see you at the watchtower.
You'll see me at the watchtower. When the rest of the men gather, so do I have time to do other things?
Guards in Dragon Street say you aided the Jarl.
Yes, I did. I'm on my way to do more aiding of the Jarl, and if you'd like to reward me for aiding the Jarl, I'd be more than happy to receive such an award. Unfortunately, yet again, the weapons merchant is not here, so there will be no... What exactly are you doing?
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the western watchtower.
A dragon? Now we're in for it.
Yes, a dragon. Don't you have ears?
I said,
or are those helmets clamped over them?
I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
Yes!
But Housecarl, how could we fight a dragon?
It's very simple. You have me. You will cook alive in that cloth armor, whereas I, in my suit of tin, will...
We are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail.
You know, Findle, I'm beginning to suspect that there's a flaw in my plan here.
Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
Well, they are. I'm not.
No, Housecarl.
I bet she's good in the sack.
Honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age.
And we're going to be the ones to kill it.
If you're with me.
Oh, yes.
Now what do you say?
No, actually, you're all with me. I'm going ahead of you. Goodbye. Why should I share in the glory? Now, Findle, you may have heard some things about my people being, you know, screaming mindless barbarians, and I just want to reassure you that those rumors, those scurrilous, what's the word I'm looking for? Stereotypes. Those scurrilous stereotypes are, in this case, 100% accurate. So, prepare yourself for the most ridiculous feats of martial prowess and suicidal insanity that you've ever seen. Look at these people taking the long way around. When in reality, where even are we going? On second thought, guys. Ah, there's Irileth. Lovely. Actually, fine, come to think of it, I've skipped breakfast. Well, I haven't skipped breakfast, I just didn't have the entirety of breakfast, so let's go ahead and fix that problem right now. Because, you know, heavens forfend, the dragon gets a full meal from... Oh, wait, I suppose if the dragon kills me and eats me, he'll eat this extra food either way. Yes, well, best to make sure this doesn't happen then, top off the health. Make sure I have oak flesh and not the summon equipped. Yes, Final, it's always important to know which spell you're about to cast. Why, particularly when it comes to summons and things that make your skin harder. You wouldn't believe the stories that I could tell you about mishaps that I've witnessed in brothels. Certainly none that have ever befallen me, of course. I'm a superior being. But mishaps that lesser beings have had to deal with because they've made such foolish fundamental errors. What's your plan here, exactly? I notice these men are armed with swords and axes rather than bows and arrows. It seems to me that my squire is the only person who stands a chance of actually bringing this dragon down. I find your tactical acumen to be rather lacking, and despite my initial impression of you, I'm rapidly souring on the notion of us producing the perfect offspring, so to speak. What do you want now?
Let's go. We need to get to the Western Watchtower before it's too late.
Yes, I agree with this. This is why I'm at the Western Watchtower right now. And what is this? You call this a formation? Oh, you really need to drill harder. No, the Watchtower's that way. We're not going to hide behind this rock, are we? I'm totally hiding behind the rock if that's what we're doing.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors.
Right, let's do this. Although, let's actually bring out weapons that might stand a chance. Final. Again, you with the sword and shield and me with the bow. This is backwards, but if that's how you want to face a dragon, you go right ahead and do that. I'm always happy to outshoot an elf at archery. Oh, well, there's nothing here. I guess we should just leave.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere.
It's clearly not. We would have found it by now.
Guardsman, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now.
I don't know. Save us.
Well, he'd be in the sky somewhere, presumably.
Find cover and make every arrow count.
Oh my goodness. All right. Have at thee, miss.
I've had enough of you.
That thing dodges quickly. Yeah. Okay. New plan. My new plan is I'm going to go and control. Excuse me. No. Move. I wish to oversee the battle from the Watchtower. I attain a tactical vantage point. Haven't you heard of this sort of thing? Alright, here's what we're going to do. You attack it head on, and I will engage in a sort of flanking maneuver. It won't see this coming. Oh, hi. Shit. Why do I have so many ion arrows anyway? Ah! It's landed. Now's our chance. It has willingly given up the... Oh! You missed. Thank goodness. I shall destroy you with the weapon of my ancestors. Look, it's a hammer. It does its job, regardless of how scaly the monster is. Yeah. Everyone's satisfied, and we can all go, what? What? Well, that happened. iron sword, some steel arrows, which I'll take, obviously. Dragon dragons in gold. An Imperial helmet, worthless. White-Wing Guard's helmet, worthless, worthless, worthless. Oh, this looks interesting, but they... My goodness. Well, that's fantastic. Look, please ignore the glowing light. I don't know what that was. Would you like to buy some dragon bones? I'm assured that you would like to buy dragon bones. You must have uses for these things. Yes, yes. At any rate, again, don't ask where its skin went. Just roll with it, please.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
I'm what now? What did you just call my mother?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
Yeah, basically.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends,
shout?
Only the Dragonborn can shout without training.
Malakath, damn you all! Like that?
What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn.
Ah, we used to tell stories. And then, he would grow a funny mustache and goose step all over Poland.
Killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. Like the graveyard's just coming back now for the first time in forever.
Okay, so I can shout. Wonderful.
Tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
You say you're left. You're being awfully quiet.
Look, Findle, I have no idea if this is true or not. I just shouted a little bit. Don't look at me like that. But if these people think that I am Dragonborn, then we can exploit this somehow. I'm working on the details.
Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand.
Yes, I killed a dragon. Regardless of anything else. Don't look at me so judgmentally, Findle. I killed a dragon, and
Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
I'm more than enough for her, Fidel. Did you hear that? I'm getting some tonight.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
Yeah, let's go with that, Fidel. I'm happy to say that that's the case. Especially if it gives me gold, riches, titles, property, or women. Let's see if the Jarl has anything extra to give me on account of me being Dragonborn, apparently. You know, I think this day is actually shaping up to be quite alright. I got a nice, decent shield out of the whole Dragonstone thing. I might actually keep it. It seems solid enough. Hello? What in the name of Malakath's large intestine was that? Final, I tell you, this Skyrim thing, every time you think you've got a handle on what was going on, something absolutely ridiculous happens.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours.
I don't have that many friends in Skyrim. That's somewhat alarming. Well, let's have a look at it anyway. Someone please help. A group of necromancers. Foul, uncontrollable creatures in the southernmost area of Skyrim. Okay. Oh, it's this, isn't it? Shriekwind Bastion. Well, alright. I'm picking up quite a lot of quests here. Shriekwind Bastion is this way, right? There's Shriekwind Bastion. It's yet another one that's over by Falkreath. Keep thinking I'm being sent away from there. Well, at any rate. Hey, are the merchants here? Would you like to buy some dragon bones?
Fortunes. Take a look.
I bet you would. I certainly would. if I were in your position, yes. Yes, there's some money. Splendid. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. While you're right here, we did leave some other bones in that dragon. Where was the watchtower? It's this way, right? Yes. It's behind that copse of trees. This won't take very long at all. We'll just loot that dragon's corpse and sell it. It's just really big game, Final, and we should also think about contracting someone to lug its head up to Whiterun. I believe I've been told that I can purchase property, and I obviously want to mount its head over my fireplace. I don't have a fireplace yet, but these are little details that will be dealt with in due time. And one more thing of dragon skills. Final, can you perchance take this thing of dragon skills for me? Actually, hold on. I have a plan here. Watch this. Miscellaneous, and then dragon scales, and we will drop one of these. There we go. You see, Final, it's one of those strange quirks of nature. If I were to put this in my inventory and carry it in my pocket, I would be overburdened and suffer stamina damage and whatnot. However, if I simply carry it outside my person like so, I can traverse unencumbered. I can't fight, of course, in this condition, but I don't really need to.
Come and see what is for sale, traveler.
Oh, I think you'll like to see what's for sale here. Now, you have more to give me.
Take a look.
So these will include the dragon bone and scales. And now I have 3,000 gold. Look at me. Very impressive.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Oh, I certainly intend to. It's made me quite wealthy. You know, Findle, if this whole Dragonborn thing doesn't work out, I'm sure I could make a fortune with the traders here. Traders, not traitors. There's the key difference. Now, can I actually get up this way? This would save some time. No, of course not. Whiterun. To be all high and mighty and make you wander around this meandering pathway, which, you know, actually, now that I look at this, this is reasonably well defended for a city entrance, forcing you up to this drawbridge. And yes, there are battlements back here. And you can get to the guard towers, and you can't very easily skip. Well, actually, yes, you could. Once you attain that point right there, you have access to what precisely? Yes, yes. This is the weak point here, because what's the point in having a drawbridge there if your enemy can simply come up this hill and run around the side? Once again, I find myself completely put out by the insufficient tactical planning of the people who designed this city. I have half a mind to lay siege to it simply to make a point.
Turn around and go back the way you came.
That's right, this city is now closed to people who aren't dragon slayers. Have a pleasant day.
I work with my mother.
You already mentioned that. Although I suppose... Wait, excuse me, little brat, do you think that all orcs look the same? Is that why you keep thinking that you haven't spoken to me already?
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Oh well. I'm not going to go bully little children. Even I have some principles.
There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor passive attack.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Really? Where were you when the dragon attacked? I think I'll take your job next. Anyway, Findle, I'm really starting to think that we should be composing the Song of Sue. It will be a companion piece, a superior companion piece, obviously, an even better sequel to the Song of Romeo. Now, Jarl Balgruuf will need to commission the finest bards in the land.
The Jarl's been waiting for you. So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Oh, it was. I killed him and I took his soul.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Once again, I killed the dragon and I ate his soul.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
Yeah, the Greybeards are who?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion.
The Way of the Voice?
Of the throat of the world.
Are you suggesting that there's something wrong with my voice? Do you think that I'm putting on a comedic fake accent or something?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to
I am
focus
uniquely
vital
gifted in the
essence
voice.
into a thum or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You heard the summon.
Well, yeah, okay.
What else could it mean?
I suppose I could take language lessons from these people and have a better...
Did you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards.
Oh, that's what that was. Obvious, I knew that. What sort of cut-rate, hack, imposter Dragonborn wouldn't know this sort of thing? Final, get off the stage here. You're not the hero, Clay. Final, come down. Final, come down. Thank you.
With our friend here. Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn.
Really? Observe.
Why, you puffed up ignorant. I need to ask you to stop. These are that shouting is making people nervous.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I won't do that again. At least not immediately, when you're looking at me. When your back is turned, I'll bet off.
Of course.
I know you didn't.
Just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
Well, obviously they want to teach me to put on a better fake accent. What do you think they want?
Whatever happened when you killed that dragon? It revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue?
Exactly.
You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor.
I'll consider that.
I envy you, you know. To climb the 7,000 steps again.
You know, that seems like an awful lot of steps to climb. Do you have something else that I could do to win honor and prestige?
Is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world.
That sounds utterly boring. I don't think I'll be going there anytime soon.
What's going on down here? They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my
well,
right,
hope so.
Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign
fantastic!
You as a personal housecarl.
Glory and recognition.
From my armory to serve as your badge of office.
And a badge of office to go with it.
Also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we?
Of course not.
We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Right. Well, that's exciting. And I got my hands on an Axe of Whiterun, which is a soul-stealing axe. A sword-stealing orcish war axe. Oh, this is fantastic, finally. It doesn't synergize with my shield at all. And that's beyond frustrating. But now we'll need to find receptacles to put these souls in, of course. Oh, this is shaping out to be wonderful.
The
yes?
Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
Oh, fantastic. And what does that entail?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
That's fantastic, but at the moment I don't own anything. I'm probably still a bit short of what I need to buy a house. We did have those other quests out there, which we could do, Fidel. So let's not waste any time. I think honor and glory await us.
When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri Dominion, they shamed us all.
I think that man might be a subversive, Fidel. Should Civil War ever reach here, make sure that we throw him in the dungeon first.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
Agreed. Yes, that reminds me. Among the many other things that we have to do, finally, is sort out the Civil War. But I think that can wait. I think that will wait as long as it needs to wait. Our next order of business should be dealing with all these random things that have piled up in our journal. That's certainly more important than the ongoing Civil War, or the dragon attack, or the... What is this? It's graffiti! And more graffiti. Well, that's...
You tried mercenary work? Might suit you.
I'm actually on my way to try some mercenary work right now, my good man. Have a pleasant day.
You there.
Hello.
We're looking for someone in Whiterun.
Are you now?
We'll pay good money for information.
And who would that be?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location.
Oh.
We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
I see.
If you locate her, find us in Rorikstead.
Yes, all right. All sorts of mercenary work is cropping up here. Finally, I can honestly say that I'm beginning to like this place.
And now for a look at what happens if you try to run away from Jarl Balgruuf after you give him the Dragonstone. I'm really sick of running errands for nobles. I'm giving up on this whole Jarl thing, Findel. I might be giving up on this whole having a squire thing as well, apparently. Well, good luck to you. I don't suspect that you'll make it back to Riverwood alive. Oh, we're going to have to